So here's my annual year-end compilation of the best products I was able to play with this year. It's 112% nerdy stuff, and it's coming right up. So, good day and welcome to the Time Preservation Society. I'm Dr. Henry Jones. Be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me to grow to be a big boy. Cheers! 2024 has been one roller coaster of a year for me. I survived the great flood of 2024, followed by the loss of my awesome cat, Mr. Rampage. Both of these situations sucked a massive amount. But wonderful things also happened this year. I hit 10,000 subscribers this summer. That was super cool. You don't get a YouTube plaque for that or anything. Apparently only when you hit 100,000. Well, to that I say, try fitting 10,000 people in a room. Not so easy, is it? No, it's not. It's not easy. I was also asked to provide my voice for the Loudon Audio rim mount commercial. That was the most fun ever. I loved working with the guys at Loudon Audio. Great people. I was contacted by one of the most famous comedians in Canada, Brent Butt from the TV show Corner Gas. He told me he really likes my channel, and that blew my mind. My guitar hero, who has been my guitar playing idol since 1993, Jag Tana of I Mother Earth, texted me and told me he found me while researching the Loudon Audio Atlantis. He said, "I know that guy." That was one of those imagine if one day kind of moments that manifested itself into reality for me. So anyway, lots of fantastic things happened this year for me. How about you? Never mind, I can't hear you anyway. But I also got to test out some great audio recording products this year. And that's why you clicked on this video, right? I don't know. Why are you watching this? This year happened in 2024, which was Dune Part 2 and Deadpool and Wolverine ago. So I've made a short list of my favorite products I reviewed this year, and a few fun moments. I wanted to let you know that most of these products I went after specifically. Sure, I did a few products where the company will contact me and I agreed to review their product, but most of this stuff I specifically looked for. Some I bought myself. Others, the companies agreed to send their products to me in exchange for an honest review, and that's exactly what they got, an honest review. I've never taken money for a review, and I have never agreed to show a company my review before I air it. Will I ever take money for a review? No, I will never do that, honestly. But will I take sponsor money to do an ad read in the middle of some other type of video? All day long. In fact, where are you, sponsors? I'm right here. You know what my problem is? I can't bring myself to do clickbait titling and thumbnails. I just can't. It's so cringy. Maybe one day. I don't know. But I digress. Anyway, the reason I get so hyped about a lot of products isn't because I'm trying to sell you a product. It's because I'm legitimately hyped about getting it on my show because I've been after it for whatever amount of time. So with that said, here are my top picks of 2024. I'll be picking a few top products from every category. In dynamic mics, I reviewed a few, like the FeelWorld PM1 and the Shure MV6, but my favorite was the Shure SM7DB. I think a lot of people might think that the SM7DB isn't the same as the SM7B, or it's somehow newer and different sounding or something like that. It's not. It's the SM7B, but with a cloud lifter built in. If you want that podcaster favorite or Michael Jackson Thriller mic, then you might want to look at the SM7DB instead of the original SM7B. The original is notoriously hard to push. It sometimes requires your gain to be as high as 100% on some interfaces to get good levels. This ultimately results in a very high noise floor unless you're running some very expensive preamps. The SM7DB fixes this by building an inline preamp right into the mic. I fully recommend that mic. Moving on to small diaphragm condenser mics. This one is easy. I only reviewed the Loudon Audio LA120 matched pair this year, but I can honestly say they were fantastic. Beautiful sound, rich, powerful, and with a few cool built-in options like high and low roll-offs, along with both Omni and cardioid capsules that you can swap out. I love the LA120s and I fully recommend them to anyone. I only reviewed 2 preamps this year, and each of them were so unique from each other and so friggin' wicked that I have to give them a spotlight to both of them. The DIYRE Color Duo is a stereo mic preamp and bus compressor. What is unique about this preamp is that you can swap out little cards inside for different completely analog flavors. Transformers and transistors and diodes and different circuits that emulate famous consoles and preamps. I also built it myself. That was super cool. But you can also order them pre-built if you want. I've been using the Color Duo as a stereo bus processor in literally every song I've produced ever since I did that review video. I run all my tracks through the Cinemag transformers and the 15-IPS tape machine modules. I highly recommend the Color Duo to everyone, especially as a first build. So very easy to do. I also got to review the Hairball Audio Lola 500 series preamp. This is my current favorite 500 series preamp of all time, and I can't believe how awesome it is. In fact, I'm recording this through the Lola right now. It sounds so good. And I built this one myself. Very easy and a ton of fun. You can order them pre-built if you want. I can't recommend the Hairball Lola enough. If you're thinking of getting into 500 series gear, the Lola is a must-have preamp. There's nothing else like it. I also recently built the Hairball Elements copper preamp, but that review will be coming in the next few weeks, which will be next year, obviously. I reviewed several plugins this year. True Iron and Avalon 747 SP from Kazrog, a couple from the Safari Pedals guys, Morphit headphones correction from Tone Boosters, and DX Revive Pro from Accentize. For me, True Iron was my favorite music production plugin I reviewed this year because it's just about the very best saturation plugin that you can get, in my opinion. It's just so good. DX Revive Pro was the most impressive dialogue processing plugin I've ever tried. It's not perfect, but when it works, it really works. 60% of the time, it works every time. So those of you who are into dialogue mixing for film, it's a great tool to reach for when you need it. I reviewed a few pair of headphones in 2024, some bad, some terrible, and some fantastic. The price easily goes to the Beyerdynamic DT770 Pros. Truly a fantastic pair of headphones. Super comfortable to wear and amazing sound. I only reviewed one speaker product in 2024, and it is incredible, of course, the Kali Audio WS6.2 subwoofer. Man, that sub kicks my buttocks every single day. If you have a pair of studio monitors and you think you don't need a sub, boy, will you ever kick your own self's face when you finally get one. And not just any one, the Kali Audio WS6.2, because that's the one I tried, and it's fantastic. It changed my life. I'm not joking, it did. I don't talk enough about it, and I really should. I've had many powered subwoofers in my life, but nothing even comes remotely close to Kali Audio's product. I love it. It's so powerful. Shakes my whole house. Well designed. I urge you to check it out. Together with my Kali LP6s, the version 2s that I've got, those white ones behind me, those monitors, I'm in total audio nerd heaven. And when I crank up watching a movie back there, yeah. One product in its own category that kind of flew under the radar is the Arturia AudioFuse X8N that I reviewed this year. I mean, instantly increase your simultaneous inputs on your interface by a factor of 8 over ADAT for only $350. It's a $350 high-quality 8-channel converter. they're hard to find, you know. I use that every day. I'm using it currently right now. I love it because it has no preamps, which is exactly what I need. So I can run, the Lola into it or whatever preamp I'm running. And it sounds great. I only reviewed one guitar in 2024, but it was a doozy. The Fender American Professional 2 Telecaster. This is a fantastic and very versatile guitar, and it's so worth me mentioning again. Every song you've heard me produce in 2024, and there are quite a few of them now, I used that Tele. Exceptional. And finally, large diaphragm condenser mics. It's a big one. I reviewed many large diaphragm condenser mics this year. Actually, I mostly reviewed large diaphragm condenser mics. This one is a hard category to find the top pick since they all suit different applications. So I'm choosing a bunch of them. For an everyday all-rounder mic that can be used for just about anything, my top pick is the SE Electronics SE4400. This mic is so incredibly smooth and sounds good on anything I've pointed it at. It's got 4 polar patterns options, along with roll-offs and pad options and all the stuff you'll need. It really shines on acoustic instruments. And I can also include the SE4100 as a kind of a companion pick, since it's the same mic minus the polar pattern options. So just interswap those for whatever, yeah. Honorable mentions to the T1 and the T2 mics, of course, both phenomenal. Very hard to pick between the 4400 and the T2, but the 4400 was my first love, so that's where it went. Another favorite all-arounder pick is the Roswell Pro Audio Mini K87. I can't say enough good things about this mic. It's fantastic. It's got no options or switches, just a point-and-shoot mic, flat and rounded, silky smooth, very small. Easily one of my favorite all-arounder mics. For mics with more character, there was a bunch. The Roswell Mini K67X blew me away, as did the Dockman DA FET 47, which I think sounds eerily similar to a Neumann U87AI. It does. The Dockman DA87i was also an absolute gem of a mic. Totally awesome. Has character and a wonderful smearing. Great mic. The mic with the most character, the most saturation, kind of distortion-y thing, was the Stam Audio SA87i. This is a faithful recreation of the 1970s Neumann U87i. And man, does it have character. It sounds beefy and really colorful. It's mid-forward and very recognizable to old fogies. Another great mic. Do I get to pick the Lauten Audio Atlantis again for best mic? I did do a Lauten Audio shootout this year, and the Atlantis was featured. I also used it a lot throughout the year for various videos, because of course I did. I suppose I didn't actually review it this year, since that happened in 2023, so I can't pick it. But I sure wanted to mention it. Oh, you thought this mic right here was the Atlantis? Oh, honey. No. This isn't the Atlantis. This is the illustrious tube mic known in the pro music world as the Lauten Audio Eden. This is just a taste. The review is coming in 2025, and it's going to be glorious. Speaking of 2025, I have plenty more great videos in store for you. Several instructional videos, including Field Recording Volume 3 and possibly 4. I'll be checking out the DIYRE 73P Neve 1073 Clone 500 Series preamp. Some other 500 Series gear by Trident and DBX. A new indoor dialogue mic, a guitar or two, some fantastic products by Alicia. Even some art tube gear will make an appearance. More from Dockman Audio is on the horizon. Some interesting Stam audio gear is coming. Oh yeah. Some Grace Design stuff. Yeah. Whatever the case, there will be a lot of mics. That you can be sure of. I might even show you guys how I record music, but only if you're interested, because it's probably boring for you. I'll be officially launching my podcast. I've done a soft launch of that already just to test the waters. I just blabbed for like a half an hour to see how it felt. If you haven't seen or heard my first episode, that's because I was just testing it out and didn't really tell anyone. These members here that are on your screen here, they got to see it. It's part of their members' perks. You can get those perks as well by joining the Time Preservation Society, in case you didn't know. You can also get early access to videos and other, occasional hidden content. You also get a producer credit, just like all these people right here, all these awesome people who help support me and what I do here. So I wanted to take a moment to thank each and every one of my members here. Thanks for continuing to support me in 2024 and beyond, and for helping to keep me going week after week. You sure helped 2024 be a great year for me. It's so very much appreciated. And if anyone watching would like to become a member of the Time Preservation Society, all you have to do is hit that join button and choose a level of membership. I'd also like to thank the great companies I had the pleasure of working with in 2024. Companies like Shure, Hairball Audio, DIYRE, Loughton Audio, Roswell Pro Audio, Kazrock, Dockman Audio, Stam Audio, SE Electronics, Tone Boosters, Accentize, Kali Audio, and many more. I look forward to continuing to work with you guys in 2025 and beyond. And to each and every one of you who watched my videos, I had more than 470,000 views on my channel in 2024. I appreciate every last view. Thank you very much. And finally, to my family, wife, kids, and parents, for sticking with me despite me saying, can't, need to write a song for a video so I can record a song for a video so I can write a video so I can shoot a video so I can edit a video. On repeat, all for very little money. Say, does anyone know how to make money on YouTube? I'm no good at this business thing. I just play with toys and talk to myself. Anyway, thank you all very, very much. My gratitude measures. Oh, hold on a second. Let me just find my trusty old measuring tape here. There it is. This measuring tape is used by famed German radical Hans Gruber when planning an ultimately foiled hostage situation in Los Angeles. I picked it up off the ground after Hans fell from the top of Nakatomi Plaza to his death. Just found it there. I think that was back in 88. Anyway, my gratitude appears immeasurable. Here's to 2025. It belongs in a museum. Bye now. In transmission. Thank you all. We'll see you next year, which is, I don't know when. Maybe I'll take time off. I have no idea. But watch these other videos. Help me out. Thanks so much. See you later, guys.